This is Jordan Philbeck.
And Mandy Tomasi.
And we couldn't be more excited for you to join us for the Girls Off the Grid podcast show.
We realized there's a lot of women out there, just like we were, just existing. So we discovered how to laugh through the tough seasons of life and begin to live life on our terms.
And that is what living off the grid is all about.
Our podcast was built so you can have a girlfriend by your side as you navigate through this crazy thing called life. It's real talk, it's girl talk.
Absolutely. Let's talk life, love, and all the things that make us human. Let's do life off the grid. Hi, I'm Jordan Philbeck.
And I'm Mandy Tomasi, and welcome to Girls Off the Grid.
We're so excited for podcast 5.
We are podcast 5.
What?
I know.
And
so
it's
excited.
Christmas time.
It is Christmas
It's the
time.
holidays. Oh my gosh, this is the best time of year.
It is.
I love it.
I do too. Just like so much, like
see?
all the TV shows, all the giggly, all the laughing. You just see there's true, genuine like holiday spirit everywhere.
Yes.
I think you can see it in the twinkle in the kids' eyes, and you can see
Countdown is on.
Countdown
is on. Santa better be coming.
Yeah.
For me too.
I know.
For
right?
me too. No, but how's our Christmas tree looking here?
I love your Christmas tree. You know, I think it actually has lights.
Oh,
it
it
looks like it
does?
has lights. But
It
you can't, I
does.
know. We need to turn it on.
Goodness. I mean,
It's
this brought me
perfect.
joy.
You know,
Instant joy.
it
You
is.
can't help but smile when you
No.
look at them here.
Especially
Like
when
this.
that's a lot of times too. It's like when I feel like I'm being serious Sally, you know, and then
Let's
I'll like
just
put
pull
on
one
something
of
like
these
this. I'm like, you're right. Life's not that bad.
Life is not that bad. Kids
Oh,
may roll
God.
their eyes, but I'm feeling pretty good.
I mean, I know, definitely. And I think that's what kind of takes us into this podcast.
Yes.
Just trying to find, we're going to give you guys kind of discussing what we think, what we found to be 5 little things, just little things kind of going into the holiday season. Because right now everyone is quarantined, everyone's home for the holidays, and maybe you're not able to get out or do anything. But we found that if we just kind of sprinkle in a
Yes.
little bit of
Little
joy,
tweak.
little tweak.
Just tweak it.
Serious.
What
What's so
worked
funny?
yesterday doesn't work today.
Not even kidding. So I'm talking to Jordan, and I'm like, Jordan, I don't. She's like, girl, you do number 3 yet?
Let's go back to our
I
list.
think you need to go back to that number 3.
We are going to find some joy.
We are finding
I don't
joy
care what
today.
it takes. No, it's true though.
I know.
It's a choice, you know. I really do. Even through all this stuff, all of life, all of 2020, whatever you've been through, whatever you're going through, whatever you're about to go through, that sometimes we just have to dig deep and do some things, even when we don't feel like it, that will help us to feel better, to find a little joy. And I'm a little dorky, but I'm like, okay, what can I do to get back on track?
Yep. Pull yourself out of like that mental fog.
Yes.
It's like a fog. You're like, wait, now what am I supposed to do again? How am I supposed to feel? Because there's just everyone's so nervous and apprehensive kind of going into Christmas and holiday. And then here we are at 2021. It's like, what do we, you know?
Yes.
So I
pull the good and charge on. That is my goal, and that's what I hope for everybody.
Seriously, blinders.
Blinders, baby. Blinders.
like, keep going.
Full force.
Keep
move
going.
forward. You know, one step in front of the other.
Yes.
And sometimes it's not like huge triumphs in a day, but it's these little tiny things you can do that you go, you know what? I can do hard things. I can go through what I've gone through, and I can help somebody else in that season of life too. You know?
Yes.
Okay, so one of the things.
Here we go. Here's our we're giving
of the 5.
Of the
number
5.
1 might be my favorite.
this one.
But
Maybe.
I'm going to, well, it is. Okay. Let's be honest.
Totally.
But, okay, so here's why I love number 1 before I tell you what it is. I really do believe that there's, like, taking 10 minutes in your day to commit to your personal growth, to taking care of you. No one else. It's all about you. Just 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it might be, and improving your life and the rest of your day through a workout.
I have to
A
agree.
home workout, even if you're not at the gym or you're not in your group classes. So many people say, well, I'm just not, I'm not myself, and I'm not going to my workout classes because of COVID, or I'm trying to be safe, or maybe you've been exposed, or one of your kids has been exposed. Y'all, all you need is yourself. You can do these simple things at home.
And they are simple. I think that's what's so awesome about your 10-minute workouts is because I can commit to doing 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I think even for me, that it's even broken down to 10 things. So I can do, in my mind,
Let's
I'm
keep it
like,
simple.
seriously, I'm like, okay, I can do anything for a minute.
Yeah.
Or 40 seconds.
Yes, 40 seconds.
40 seconds.
The best part is putting down burpees, and I see her face change. She's like, I mean,
just
I didn't like you that much. Now I really don't. Okay?
What's best about it, we do it. I'm like completely off camera. Like,
She does. is. If you're not in our Facebook group, you need to be in there. We love to work out with you. But 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay.
10 minutes. Take 10 minutes. Set your timer. Even if it's a walk, take your dog for a walk. But okay, so the science behind it truly lifts your spirits, lifts your endorphins. Your brain thinks clearer.
It's true.
More clear.
Yes.
Clarity, and clarity brings joy because you can see the good that's already in your life. So I really do believe, and just a quick workout, take care of yourself.
I would
Number
have to
one.
agree. It is number one.
Number one, even when you don't feel like it. That's the thing. I don't think we're ever really going to feel like a lot of things.
No. And that's why I work out first thing in the morning, because it's before my brain actually wakes up. And the next thing I know, I feel myself wake up like on the treadmill. I'm like, well,
I
did
did
it.
it. Girl, I did it.
I know, like I checked the box now that I'm awake.
And now I can do hard things.
Yes.
I can do,
Yes.
Just builds a little bit of confidence, brings a little bit of joy, and then trickle effect to your rest of your family.
Yes.
It's so big.
Definitely my favorite.
Okay.
And so number two would be, since we're at home, it's kind of like tapping back into your hobbies. But a lot of times, as I feel for myself as a mom, or just a person in general, it's like I get so busy doing whatever the other thing, but whether it be work, whether it's carpooling, whatever it may be, it's like I lose myself and I forget, what do I like?
Yeah.
So it's like kind of writing down. So a lot of times, because I've forgotten it, I'll even kind of write down like, oh wait, I remember I liked to paint.
Yeah.
I like to write. I like to read. Like there's just certain things that I've forgotten about because my day is, I feel, just minute by minute by minute, it's all accounted for, but not the time for me.
Right. And even a hobby, again, you may laugh, but one of my hobbies and favorite pastimes would be running. And I'm telling you, I kind of like just going to the gym because I'm like, okay, I need to be in and out.
Yes.
And I used to train for marathons. And so if you're a runner like me, like it is just part of who you are. You either love it or you don't.
That's true. That's true.
I kind of got away from that, training for halves and marathons until recently. And I'm going to be doing a half with a good friend of mine here soon, and I'm telling you, it is my hobby. It is one of those things where when I get out there, it's not about being super fast. It's honestly about, and I told my friend this week when we were running, my greatest joy in running is when you're looking around and you see the world differently than when you're driving by on the way to practice. You see the world differently. You really do. And you take it in. You see the animals on the ground. You see the moss growing on the trees. I know that sounds silly.
No, because I think even our conversations after you've had a really long run is completely different than before.
Yeah.
Yes. I think
it's calming to me.
Yes. I can see that. I can
really,
see that.
and I've been this way since 5th grade when I joined a running group. Like I really I found kind of my place in that. And I feel like thinking about your hobbies, thinking about family hobbies my kids love art. You can get an art set, follow on Zoom, follow on a FaceTime, and just fall back in love with what you love.
Well, it's true. I feel it's like totally space out, like when I'm painting and or doing things like with like paint your pottery and like just really getting creative in that.
Yeah.
And I will be doing it for an hour and not realize what I'm doing. And I come back and I'm like, wow, that just felt really good, because then my brain starts processing different avenues or different parts of my day and like the things that I'm maybe been dealing with, but it just cleanses it and moves right on.
Absolutely. It's good for you. It truly is. Okay, number 3. I love number 3. Okay, so giving to others. And like you said, love language is so important in knowing for yourself and also knowing in how to help others or give to others, and gift giving. So creating something, sending a gift to someone, thinking about your neighbor. I was thinking the other day, like, what is it that I could do that would be nice for my neighbors, and it may not cost that much. Some of my neighbors absolutely love the kids.
Yes.
Some. I said some. No, they're wonderful.
I love your qualifier. That's
some.
fantastic.
No, but they love the kids, and it means more to come from them if they're an older couple, to have kids come to their door with, bag of popcorn or cookies or whatever it might be. So gift giving, just do something for someone else.
Well, and for myself, what I like to do, even like on trash day, so I'll notice that their bins are still out and they maybe haven't moved them back to the house, and so I'll just casually kind of do that for them without them having to think. Like that's again another little bit of just a gift of giving that they probably wouldn't expect, and it just felt really good that I knew that I was doing something for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. One of my neighbors, she loves to create things, and the kids adore her. They made her something from school, wrote a note on there, and she texted me and said that was seriously the sweetest gift I've ever gotten. But it was because they thought of her craft at school, created her something, put their name on it, and gave it to her.
That's awesome.
So it's just like be a light to someone. That lifts your spirit. It really does. Okay, number 4.
Number 4 is Well, actually, what I love to do, I call people. And I know this is kind of that time and this time and day and era that a lot of us are like, don't, you know, if you can text it, please do. Like, you have to make the phone call. But a lot of times people are going through, like, even like with my mom, she's a single mom as well. And so I have a 5-minute mark. And so I call my friends that would possibly be living by themselves and just like, hey, it's my 5-minute check-in. I just want to check in and see how you're doing today, because they don't have a companion with them. And I feel that just kind of making that human connection with someone for them to know, A, that they're thought about, that they're loved, that they're not alone, and especially during this holiday time, that 5 minutes could mean the absolute world to them.
Or the whole day.
Oh gosh, yes.
To feel included.
Feel included.
Absolutely. That's easy to do. Okay, so number 5 would be quality time. So this is hard for me, and you're helping me get through this. But it's hard for me to say no to certain things. And so for me, quality time means a lot, because that means that I've said no to something, or someone else has said no to something has to spend time with me.
Yes.
So knowing that I'm a priority, you know, or that they're a priority. So I think what would be really great over the holidays is to put your phone away, put your work away, the cleaning away for a second, and
that can be difficult.
It's really hard, but just to give someone that 10 minutes, that 30 minutes,
that undivided attention.
Undivided attention. And I mean, I realized how powerful it is for me when, you know, my husband might ask, what do you want to do? It's not even a date night.
Yeah.
It's just, I just want to be together for 30 minutes.
Oh.
You know, let's go drive around and get coffee.
Yeah.
Like, that just means a lot. And in this season of life, you know, a lot of people say, well, I can't go on dates, or I can't do this, but you can. You can find little tweaks that are going to give you that, fulfill your cup.
Yes.
And bring you joy.
So that's kind of this whole thing with holiday season, is that we just encourage you all to kind of regroup, kind of look at the things of all the things that you actually, and the people in your life that are in your life, and to be grateful and thankful for this holiday season, whether they're in your home or even outside their home. Let them all feel connected with you, and you feel connected with them.
Absolutely.
Because I think this year, a lot of us want to do the big, huge check it off. But at the same time, it was very reflective. I started to think about more of what the people in my life mean to me, and how I can really, really nurture those relationships, those friendships, and moving forward, and really taking that, what I learned, into 2021.
Yes. A new platform, a new base, a new appreciation. I love it.
I know.
And then lastly, if you want joy and laughter, we would love to have you in our private Facebook community, Girls Off the Grid.
Girls Off the Grid, you guys. We're having so much fun over there. We're there every single day. We're sharing our lives. We're sharing with one another of kind of our struggles and our pains, but also our joys. So we're having so much fun. So we really, really encourage you guys to find us on Facebook. We're at Girls Off the Grid, and be part of our community.
Yes, that sounds great. Well, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and we'll see you next week.
Yes, we sure love you guys.
We do.
You guys have a happy holiday.